Hello everyone. Let's do a difference in means z-test using Excel for Mac. In our first step, we open up Excel and then let's load the data. And this time, the data are going to be on a thumb drive that I put in the computer. So here's our spreadsheet, File, Open, and we're on the no-named thumb drive. Here's our data, ED data version 2. And we're going to start out by comparing $99283 billed charges with $99284 billed charges. So in our first step, we find the mean, or the average, of 99283, which is $208.20. The mean billed charge for 99284 is $304.58. And here are formulas which we did last time, and that's equals average G2 through G11578. In the second step, we find the standard deviation, and the formula for that is equals STDEV.P, because we want the standard deviation for a population. And we'll do it also for 99284, is G2 colon G11578. Same for the variance. And the variance is the square of the standard deviation. And the Excel formula for that is we do plus 11580, that's our standard deviation, and we hit this caret sign in number 2 to square it. And we do the same thing over here to get the variance for 99284. The next row enters the formula equals count, and to count the number of cells between E2 and E11578. And here you can see there are 10,521 of them. And similarly, count G2 colon G11578. There are 11,577 entries for 99284. So now we want our difference, and let's do it here. The difference between the mean of 99284, 30458, and 99282 is $96.38. So it's just adding this cell and subtracting this one. The observed z-score is the difference in the means, which we just got for $96.38. So that's cell divided by the square root, SQRT, of our two standard errors, and that's 0.98 and 0.47. So we add those two and take the square root of them, divide it into the difference, and that gives us the z observed. Here it's 79.87. And then we compare that with the critical value of z, which is 1.96. And you can readily see that basically our observed z is substantially greater than the critical z, which means that we reject the null hypothesis, which was that they were the same, and conclude that these two means, the mean of 99284 and the mean of 99283, are different. Now, suppose I want to make some other comparisons. Well, I now have the ability to do that. And here I can just take these values and I can paste them over here if I want. So Command C to copy. And so I go Command V, and that copies all those cells. Between 99281 and 99282, we have means of 65.27 and 132.42. And moving down the list here, you can see that the difference is 67.14. Our observed Z after calculating the standard errors is 22.57. And that critical Z of 1.96, we still reject the null and conclude they're different. So you can do this for any comparisons you want through here, and I think I've asked you to do some of it for homework. Thank you.